Welcome to the Argon News Network, where today we're going underground. Hello, fellow fighters of the Intergalactic Argonian Space Federation. Death to all enemies. Pew, 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 pew. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And in the interest of increasing battle morale, we are going to go today to an old favorite known as a game review. Neglected, but we've come back to the game review. So, quick intro to what we're going to see. Imagine you're a miner, trapped underground, no hope of escape. Only one man can help you. That man is the DraegerMan. Imagine really cool music here. Since I do the single take with no editing, I'm not able to edit cool guitar solos in the back. But yeah, if you've been following on Discord and social media, like Facebook, you will see that 8-Bit Wino, although I think that should be 8-Bit Vino, is right on the cusp, on the brink, I should say, of publishing a cool game called DraegerMan. And that's what we're going to look at right this second. The 8-Bit Wino just hit me up on the old Discord there and asked, do I want an advance copy? And I said, hella yeah. And here we are. So, without further ado, let's go over to the machine. Escape, chain, DraegerMan. Ta-da! And instantly, already out of the gate, 4 points minimum, right? Because of the massive disconnect between the cool box art, by the way, that was generated by artificial intelligence, and the graphics on the screen. That's a very 80s, 8-bit thing to do. You had awesome graphics, you had amazing, even like adverts on the television with a tiny little, not actual gameplay footage. This is the actual gameplay footage. So let's dive right in. There's instructions and stuff here, but I'm just going to get into normal game mode and press the space bar to start. Good luck, DraegerMan. And this is what it is. I've got, if you look at the top of the screen, that's my little guy up there. When I press space, he bombs, which breaks things in blocks in 4 directions. The yellow stuff I can just walk through because that's gold. And I keep walking, and my objective is to rescue all 5 trapped miners, or 4 lost miners, which is those red guys down there. Before I run out of oxygen and dynamite. And with the dynamite, I dig my way down, and I've rescued 1. I can also pick up some gems and other things if I have enough time. And if you look on the right-hand side, the counter, the oxygen is basically how many turns do I have in this, still left in this level. And what you can see, what's happening behind me, it's closing up. So I got to manage enough oxygen. Do I have enough steps to go? And it's warning me only 3 explosives left, and I'm going to cut it really fine here because I'm going to invest 1 to catch this guy, but now I need my final 2 explosive to blast my way back to freedom, because now I'm going back up, and with the gold which I've harvested, I can go to this little store which will replenish my dynamite if I have enough gold. Maybe like this. Is it 15? Is it 20? Hey, I've managed to lose the game because I don't have enough gold. You get the message, right? Let's do it again. DraegerMan. Right, so that's what it is. And game is, as you can see from the intro, fully written in BASIC. Quite ambitious. We'll look at the code maybe a little bit later, but yeah, there's a lot of it. So 8-Bit Vino put in a lot of work to this. What you can also see is that the levels are randomly generated. I believe there are 4 of them. And if you look at the top right, it even says Mura 1994. I believe the levels actually refer to potentially actual mine disaster. See, I can pick up a gem, I can pick up some gold here, and now let's be a bit smarter. So on my way down, I'm gonna harvest more gold. I've got 10 now, and I think I need 20. 15 dynamite. So I'm gonna do this as quickly as I can. Get down there. Grab all the gold. 16 now. Go down. So yeah, what's your risk? Your risk is to run out of oxygen and get trapped. Your risk is not finishing the level. And I have 6 explosives left, but my path to the outside world is still fine. 3 explosives left. I'm going to invest 1 or 2 over here to get just that little bit of extra gold. So I've got one dynamite left, and I just gotta hope that see, I need that dynamite to blast my way out. If anything falls over, I would now be stuck. But I have 29 gold. I go here. Ta-da! I now have 20 dynamite again. And now we're going to go down the left-hand side and rescue those other two guys. I'm just going to finish playing this level for completeness sake. Blast, blast, gold, 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 blast, gold, 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 blast. Gold, and then just 14 dynamite. Yeah, that's easy, especially since these two guys are stuck next to each other. I could harvest some more gems and that weird purple thing for extra bonus points, but this is not a playthrough. This is just a show. So now I'm going to go, and ta-da, cleared the level, oxygen remaining, and I have a certain number of points. Next one, North Parks, 1999. Looks like another on the bottom right, you see that the next level, again, that looks like a real mine disaster. Ooh, bigger and deeper, and so on and so forth. I'd say that's about it. And you know what I like about this game? It's a roguelike, isn't it? Yeah, we have gone, is it a roguelite or a roguelite or nothing of that sort? I think I would rather go and have a discussion about which is better, X16 or the Argon, tend to wave into the roguelike versus roguelite debate. But it's turn-based, you got to manage resources, it's procedurally generated, so all of those point towards rogue-ish games. It's not really a roguelike because then the enemies would have to have the same rules, etc., etc. So yeah, that's where we are. That's the roguelike story of a DraegerMan. Considering the effort, actually, let's quickly flip back to the old thing and have a quick look at the listing there. Right? It's a beast, right? I mean, we're looking at 800 lines of code or something like that, and all written in BASIC. I didn't have my audio plugged in right now because we could have tested that. Do that for next time. I'm not quite sure what happened, but it does audio, it does graphics. It doesn't look too shabby, right? So I'd say 8-bit wino, well done on that one. If I had some criticisms, it's mainly around the graphics, right? Those little guys are a little bit primitive, and with the palette scrolling tricks, which you could even like have them animated, right? You have one pixel, which just is maybe the eyes or the arm, and by scrolling the palette, you can get the little things moving. But, as an effort, and look at that box art, that's a pretty solid effort right there. So with all of that, I have decided today to give DraegerMan by 8-bit Wino the massive score of 6.5 times 52mm Carcano, because I just wanted to do that. So good job. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them rolling. In the interest of keeping them coming, we're going to do a little bit of a news roundup. It's been a several weeks break since the last one. I've been traveling and very busy, and there's again amazing levels of development happening all over the Argon community. Here I'm just going to pull out a very small non-representative handful. Don't complain if you're not on here. If your pet project should be reviewed here, send me a Discord or comment on YouTube or something like that. Always welcome to do stuff for the community. So I can't let an episode go by without mentioning the Argon Lite emulator guys, who have been even further on fire. I can't even understand most of the stuff they discuss in Discord anymore because it's just so advanced. But let it just be known that the emulator is very advanced, and the reason I mention it is now they do releases regularly, which means you get executables. You don't have to install Rust or all of that. You just download a Windows or Linux executable and run it on your machine, and this actually works. I've got a really locked down work laptop. I was able to run the emulator. So well done over there, the team. Love you guys. It's always fun watching you grow this thing. Let's keep going. A gentleman whose name, Seinstra, I've mentioned him before, also very active in the community. He has made a Z machine, Infocom Z machine emulator native in there, which means we can now run all of the Zork games, all the Leather Goddess, all of that. Haven't reviewed that yet, and you've even got the Z Racer. So these are a racing game programmed in this engine. So maybe have a look at that one day. But yeah, wow, well done on you. While we're there, a gentleman, I believe it's a gentleman called Lee Brown, has decided to port Emacs onto the Argon because why? Okay, Lee, I hope everything's okay at home. If you carry on with the emacs, we might have to send some help. Just like yeah, it's okay. Nobody knows how to exit emacs. He'll be trapped in the editor forever. But yeah, we got some heavyweight tools landing on the Argon as well. And now going a little bit further afield, our dear friend at Olimex, best thing to come out of Bulgaria since sliced Mongols, is not quite out there yet. But look at the size of that thing, the Neo 6502, which is basically, it uses the Argon principle, but it's the 6502, so the chip which powered the Apple II and things like that, as the processor. It's a modern version there, W65C02, which is faster. And instead of an ESP32 graphics chip, they're doing it with a 2024 single chip computer, and it'll go straight to HDMI. It's got audio. I think it might even support a USB keyboard. So yeah, it's the RP2024, 2040 doing the graphics, and W65C02 doing the main. So it's like an Argon, even smaller, even cheaper. The price point will be half or a third of an Argon. Not available yet for pre-order, but I will be following this one with interest. Other Olimex news coming up shortly. Just haven't gotten time to make the video. With that, I can just encourage you, if you like this kind of content, to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to tell your friends to like, share, and subscribe. You guys keep being bloody Argonian legends. Oh yeah, speaking of DraegerMan, I didn't say the DraegerMan. I'm not going to put the link down here. If you Google a bit, you can find it. But I leave 8-Bit Vino to do his own release, which should be in the next 7-ish days. Probably keep an eye out on the Facebook group. Keep an eye on the Discord. Let him do a proper launch. But hey, you saw it here almost first. And with that, I would just like to say that you're the internet. I'm Loserbump. You are all a bunch of bloody Argonian legends, and I am out of here.